Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. So today we are going to discuss about wireless local area network or wireless LAN. Okay, in this chapter we are going to have a look on the concept of Wi-Fi, then wireless LAN technology, the IEEE 802.11 family member, okay, type of wireless LAN, benefit of wireless LAN, limitation of wireless LAN, and last but not least Bluetooth. Okay, so wireless LAN, the term of wireless LAN is a bit familiar recently because of the use of smartphone. We are the mobile carrier or the device carrier. We are connected to the internet using Wi-Fi, using wireless technology. Okay, so what is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is short for wireless fidelity. So it's the popular term nowadays for a high frequency wireless local area network or wireless LAN. So Wi-Fi has been promoted by Wi-Fi Alliance, formerly known as WCA, and Wireless Ethernet Carrier Association. Wi-Fi used generically when referring to any type of 802.11 network. So we have whether either 802.11a, B, G, dual band, etc. Okay, Wi-Fi standard use the Ethernet protocol or the CSMA or CA, carrier sense multiple access with collision avoidance for path sharing. Okay, wireless LAN topology. As we have LAN topology, and wireless LAN also has its own topology. So wireless LAN is typically deployed as an extension of the existing wired network, as shown below. Okay, so as we can see over here, this is the extension of wired network. So we have wired network over here, and this is wired network. Okay, this is wired network. Okay, so all devices are connected through wire. Okay, and then actually this is also part of the wired network. Okay, let me correct. And sorry, this is wired network, including the access point over here. Okay, so the access point here is to use to extend the local area network by using wireless local area network. Okay, while this is an example of small business usage of Wi-Fi network. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, now let's look at the technology IEEE 802.11, and this is the standard for wireless LAN technology. Okay, so 802.11 refer to a family of specification developed by IEEE for wireless LAN technology. So 802.11 specify the over-the-air interface between a wireless client and a base station, or between two wireless clients. So it can be two smartphone, and so depend on the device itself, from smartphone to Wi-Fi router. Okay, so IEEE accept the specification in 1997. So it has been long time ago. It's already been established by using this standard or this technology. Okay, so there are several specifications in the 802.11 family. So 802.11 apply to wireless LAN. Okay, this is the original version. 802.11. Okay, provide 1 or 2 megabit per second transmission in 2.4 gigahertz band using frequency hopping spread spectrum or direct sequence spread spectrum. Okay, and then the improved version of 802.11 is 802.11a. This is an extension of 802.11. Okay, applied to wireless LAN. Okay, in terms of the speed is better because increase from 1 or 2 megabit per second. Now it increased to 54 megabit per second. Okay, use 5 gigahertz band. Okay, use an orthogonal the frequency division multiplexing or encoding scheme rather than the previous one. Okay, so the next one we have .11b. This is also as 802.11 high rate Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi use this standard, and this 802.11b. So it is an extension to 802.11 that apply to wireless LAN. Okay, in terms of speed, 11 megabit per second. Okay, 2.4 gigahertz band. Okay, .11b was a 1999 rectification to the original .11 standard, allowing wireless functionality comparable to Ethernet. This is wired one. And then we have .11g applied to wireless LAN, provide more than 20 megabit per second in 2.4 gigahertz band. Okay, so this is in summary. Okay, so we have the original version .A, .B, .G, ultra wideband, Bluetooth, IRDA. Okay, so the maximum data rate. Okay, the original up to 2, .A up to 54, .B up to 11, .G up to 54, ultra wideband higher 500, Bluetooth to IRDA, IRDA 4 megabit per second. Radio frequency, some got similar, some got different. Okay, distance limitation, original up to 50 meter, .11a up to 100, .11b and Wi-Fi up to 100 meter, and so on. So actually the most popular standard to be used is .11b because of in terms of implementation, .11b is cheaper than other standards. So that's why .11b is widely used. It's known as Wi-Fi. Okay, .11 very slow in terms of speed. .11a quite expensive for the initial implementation. .11b first to be widely deployed, known as wireless fidelity, as I mentioned just now. .11g speed equal to .11a, frequency similar to .11b. So this is the improved version. Okay, the architecture of wireless LAN. Okay, so wireless LAN component. So wireless LAN consists of some component. Station, it can be end device, but it need to be able to be connected by wireless technology. Okay, and then BSS, ESS, and distribution system. So station consists of all components that can connect into wireless medium in the network. So smartphone is part of it. Smartphone, okay. Can be what else? Smartphone, mouse, for example. All stations are equipped with wireless network interface card. laptop over here, laptop, smartphone. Okay, wireless station. For mouse, wireless mouse use different technology. Use Bluetooth. Okay, wireless station. Okay, consists of access point and client. So access point transmit the radio and receive radio frequency for wireless enabled devices to communicate with. And client consists of mobile devices such as laptop, personal digital assistant, IP phone, fixed device such as desktop or workstation that equipped with wireless network interface card. BSS. BSS is a set of all stations, okay, that communicate with each other. Okay, every BSS has identification called BSS ID, which is the MAC address of the access point servicing the BSS. And there are two types of BSS. One independent, another one is infrastructure. Okay, independent, it is an ad hoc network, contain no access point, and there is no access point, which means they cannot connect to other BSS set, because they are because there is no access point. Infrastructure communicate with other can communicate with other station not in the same BSS, set by communicating to the access point. So okay, here shows the difference. This is independent, this is infrastructure. So independent or ad hoc network has no AP, infrastructure has AP. So for infrastructure, BSS can communicate with other BSS where it contain AP. So for independent, and this independent BSS cannot communicate with other BSS because it has no access. ESS is an extended service set, and it's a set of connected BSS. So if you have several BSS, so each BSS contain AP. When it contain AP, can be communicate. Okay, this set of BSS, we call it as ESS. So access point in the ESS are connected by a distribution system. Okay, connected by a distribution system. This we call as distribution system. Each ESS has an ID called SSID, which contain of 32-bit a byte character string. For example, Linksys is the default SSID for Linksys router. Okay, this is the example of ESS. So we have several BSS connected together through AP through a distribution system. This set of BSS is called ESS. Distribution system connect access point in extended service set. The concept of distribution system can be can be used to increase the network coverage through roaming between cells. Okay, so type of wireless LAN. So we have peer-to-peer, we have bridge, we have wireless distribution system. So peer-to-peer, this is accomplished using the independent basic service set, and this without AP. So peer-to-peer. Bridge act as the connection point to the wireless LAN. Okay, wireless distribution system. When it is difficult to connect all the access point in the network by wire, it is possible to put up access point as repeater. Okay, wireless LAN. Why wireless LAN is quite famous nowadays? Because it consists of many benefits. Provide many benefits. First is convenient. Allow user to access network resources from nearly any convenient location. Mobility, user can access the internet outside their normal work environment. So mobile. Productivity, user connect to the wireless network can maintain a nearly constant affiliation with their desired network as they move from place to place. Okay. Deployment. Initial setup of an infrastructure-based wireless network require little more than a single access point. It's easier in terms of deployment. Expandability. Wireless network can serve a suddenly increased number of clients with the existing equipment. So with one AP can serve many devices that can be connected to the AP. In terms of cost, wireless networking hardware is always a modest increase from wired counterpart. So it is much cheaper if compared to the wired component. But wireless LAN still has some limitation compared to wired network. First is in terms of security. So wireless packet can be intercepted by a nearby computer. In fact, there are even computer users dedicated to locating and sometimes even cracking into wireless network known as war driver. So how to combat this problem? So we use encryption technology, either WPA or WEP. Okay, so limitation of wireless LAN. The second one is in terms of range. The typical range of a common 802.11g network with standard equipment is on a few meters. So as we can recall back, the coverage is about 100 meters. Okay, so to obtain additional range, repeater or additional access point can act as a repeater need to be used. Okay. Reliability. The next is reliability. Like any repeat radio frequency transmission, wireless networking signals are subject to wide range of interference, like noise, attenuation, distortion. Okay. Speed. The speed of most wireless network, up to 54 megabit per second. In terms of speed, it is slow compared to the wired network. Because if we compare to the slowest common wired network, 100 megabit per second, it's almost twice. Okay, done with wireless technology 802.11. So now we are going to discuss about Bluetooth. So I think Bluetooth is quite familiar to us as well, because we are using wireless mouse that use Bluetooth technology. Ad hoc network. It is an ad hoc network. Bluetooth is an ad hoc network formed spontaneously, creating wireless personal area network. Bluetooth is wireless protocol utilizing short-range communication. This is use short-range communication technology, facilitating data transmission over short distances from fixed or mobile devices. Capable of connecting multiple devices, use a radio technology called frequency hopping spread spectrum. It chops up the data being sent and transmit chunk of it on up to 75 different frequency. A gross data rate is 1 megabit per second. Okay, the application of Bluetooth, we have wireless control of communication between mobile phone and hands-free. This is an example from mobile phone to hands-free headset. PC input and output devices such as mouse, keyboard, and printer, and so on. The specification got different version. 1.2 up to 1 megabit per second, version 2 up to 3 megabit per second, and the proposed one which has better in terms of speed. So the architecture, like wireless technology, wireless device, and wireless 802.11. So Bluetooth also has its own architecture. So in the architecture, it consists of master and slave. And master can communicate with 7 slaves. This network group of 8 devices, 1 master 7 slave, is called Piconet. Bluetooth specification allow connecting 2 or more Piconet together to form Scatternet, and this is like BSS, ESS. Some devices acting as a bridge by simultaneously playing the master and the slave role in a Piconet. So one device can play 2 roles. One is master, one is slave at the same time. So this is a Piconet. So it can have up to 7 slave, 1 master. So in total, the size of Piconet consists of 8 devices. 1 master, 7 slave. Okay. Here the device act as 2 role, play as 2 role, slave and master at one time. So because of this, we can have 2 Piconet, and this 2 Piconet called as Scatternet. That's the end. That's bring the end to this lecture. So I hope you enjoy listening to my lecture. Okay, and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum and have a nice day.